Topolobampo es un campo pesquero, tiene alrededor de 5,000, 7,000 habitantes, está ubicado en el norte de Sinaloa, en el noroeste de México, en el mar de Cortés.
So we're here to study the bull sharks of Sinaloa, and this is a new location for us, and so very little is known about these animals here and how they use these habitats. We know the divers see these sharks here. These areas, how much time do they spend here, and what are they doing here? So my specific goal has been to put camera tags onto bull sharks, and those are going to be tags that give us insight into their lives. There's cameras on there, there's other sensors that tell us how deep they are, how cold the water is, and how active they are, how fast are they swimming. And we can use that almost like a diary to tell us what is that animal doing, what are they doing here.
So this is the camera tag, and it's more than just a camera tag. It has a video camera, but it has other sensors as well, such as measures depth, it measures acceleration, so we can get the activity of the shark. It has a magnetometer that measures direction, so we can make three-dimensional tracks of the shark's movements, see how it's behaving. The camera will tell us where it is, what it's doing. So this is really like the shark is carrying a diary, and it's a diary that will tell us what it's doing and how its behavior changes in these habitats.
Entonces vamos a poder saber qué es lo que están buscando, porque estas cámaras se le pueden quedar hasta 24 horas y tenemos algo que se llama el punto de vista del animal, porque la tiene en la dorsal, se ve su cabeza y podemos saber si está buscando alguna presa en particular, alguna pareja, si está buscando algún tipo de sustrato como arena, arrecifes, rocas. Es lo que queremos tratar de entender. ¿Cuál es el uso del hábitat que el tiburón toro le está dando al farallón de San Ignacio?
El objetivo aquí es pescar, hacerles ultrasonidos, sacarles muestras de todo tipo, de sangre, de tejido, de músculo, marcarlos internamente con marcas acústicas que las tenemos aquí. Las tenemos aquí preparadas, unas pocas. Mao y Sinue han hecho un gran esfuerzo poniendo muchas estaciones acústicas aquí durante el último año. Entonces el objetivo va a ser ver cómo se mueven estos tiburones y cuánto tiempo pasan alrededor de la isla. Más ajustado, por favor. Nuestro objetivo más cercano va a ser encontrar a esas hembras preñadas y marcarlas para conocer dónde van a parir y cuáles son sus movimientos. Yeah, look for it.
Try and help me grab the, instead of, I don't need you to look, if you can grab the pectoral. So we have a big bull shark on the line right now. It's not quite tired yet, so we're just going to see how it's behaving. It's quite green. Once it's a bit more tired, we'll try and get the tail rope on and secured so we can start doing our tagging.
Good to go.
Really excitingly, we had our first shark yesterday. It was a mature female. And yeah, we were able to get lots of data from her. Yanis put a cat tag on her as well, which we successfully recovered today. And yeah, it's really, really exciting. It's the first step for the project, and hopefully we will get more sharks tomorrow.
Lo que captó nuestra atención acerca del farallón de San Ignacio es que en todo el estado de Sinaloa no existe una sola área marina protegida. El objetivo principal de nosotros es ahora, si encontramos que este farallón es importante para la alimentación, para la reproducción de esta especie, podríamos utilizar el tiburón toro como una especie paraguas y proteger la parte marina del farallón de San Ignacio.
Creemos que si se protege va a generar un crecimiento en la biomasa, en la cantidad de peces, de especies, y esas especies también van a crecer, van a reproducirse y los mismos pescadores van a tener una fuente de producción de animales mayor.
Anytime you start a new project in a new place, you don't get immediate results. So you might get new ideas of how we can make the project better, but with the types of tags and technology that we're using, we need a good amount of data. Sometimes that takes a year for us to get that data, and we also have to analyze it and really think about it. What does that data mean in the context of that year? So where have the animals been going and why was that? But really you need a couple of years of data in order to really understand, was that just 1 year they acted differently, the behavior might be different the next year. So it takes a long time, but you have to start somewhere. So this is the first step for that project.
And yet these are really important animals. We know that they are important in the ecosystem. Sometimes we're only just starting to understand how important they are. Other cases we don't really well have a good understanding of their importance, but we're trying to figure that out. But the problem is that shark populations across the globe are facing problems with overfishing, specifically in certain areas anyway. And that means that a lot of the times we're seeing declines in their populations. And again, these are just really important animals, and we want to do everything we can to try and stop these declines. And basically allow humans and sharks to coexist together without driving some species at least into extinction. So I think the sort of driving force for a lot of us is that we want to protect these animals because they should be protected. And also a lot of us we just love these animals. I think those of us that spend a lot of time in the water with them have a really sort of deep appreciation of them when you see them in the wild. You get an appreciation you just can't necessarily get just sitting at home. But we want to make sure that they're around. And I think the best way to describe it is that we now know that healthy reefs should have sharks on them. There's really very few places on the planet where you shouldn't necessarily see sharks. Antarctic is one of the only places on the planet where there are no sharks, and that's because they don't like it there. But for most other places, if the reefs are healthy, there should be sharks on them. And that often isn't the case. And that means that we've done something to make it that way. And we need to try and reverse that in the areas where you don't see sharks. And then in the areas where you do see sharks, try to make sure that it never happens, that you end up with reefs where there are no sharks on them.